Your name is more than just a label, it's a map, and the first letter? It's your soul's compass. That first letter you carry? It's the key to your destiny, vibrating with the energy of who you truly are. Before you even spoke a word, your name had already begun its journey through the universe, guided by the frequency of that first letter. The first letter of your name holds the code to your essence, unlocking doors to your purpose and mission in this life. What if the first letter of your name wasn't a coincidence, but a divine blueprint to guide your path and destiny? In the spiritual world, your first letter rings with a vibration that mirrors your true purpose. It's the essence of who you are, even before birth. Your first letter isn't just the start of your name, it's the first note of your soul's song, echoing through time and space. Have you ever wondered why you have exactly that name? Not your full name, nor your nickname, but the first letter, that which has represented you since always, that appears first in everything that opens paths. Well, it's not there by chance. Since your birth, this letter began to vibrate in the spiritual world with a specific frequency. And if you are one of the chosen, this vibration has a clear mission to remind you of who you are and what you came here to do. Many times we think that the name is a choice made by our parents. But what few know is that the soul already carries this code, even before incarnating. And this first letter connects with gifts, challenges, and with the way your mission as a chosen one will manifest. Some are born to lead, others to heal. Some come with wisdom, others with strength to protect. But all who carry this calling have something in common. They do not go unnoticed. And the first letter of the name is often the most subtle and powerful signal of this. Today we will reveal what each initial of the alphabet has to say about your spiritual identity. Get ready. You may see yourself in a way you have never seen before. And in the end, tell me in the comments, what is your letter and if this message touched your heart? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Here we walk together with those who were set apart by God to make a difference in the world. A leader. Those born with a name starting with the letter A often carry a natural strength that stands out. You don't need to command to be heard. Your presence already communicates authority, the type of person that others follow without realizing it. You lead by example, by impulse, by the courage to go first when no one else wants to go. This leadership is not arrogance, it is a mission. You feel the weight of decisions because you know that others will mirror you. Your path is not the easiest, but it is what makes room for others to pass afterward. Abraham, the father of faith, was called by God to leave everything that was known. He did not receive guarantees, only a promise. But he trusted. And for that reason, he changed the history of an entire generation. If your letter is A, perhaps God is also calling you to lead something that no one else can see yet. B. Caregiver. Those with a name starting with the letter B carry a rare sensitivity. You perceive what others feel even without words. It's as if your heart has an antenna. You are the one who cares, who embraces, who listens when no one else wants to hear. You have compassion in abundance, and that is a gift. Sometimes the challenge is knowing how to set boundaries, because you feel so much for others that you end up forgetting about yourself. But your calling is not to be strong for everyone. It is to be true. To be a shelter, to be a balm. Barnabas in the Bible was that kind of person. When no one wanted to give Paul a chance, he went and believed. He saw what no one else wanted to see. If your letter is B, your gift lies in the heart. And it is through it that God touches, lives through you. C. Creator. If the first letter of your name is C, you carry within you the spirit of creation. Your mind is always full of ideas, possibilities, and projects. You do not like to be stuck in the ordinary. Your energy brings life to what is stagnant. Your challenge is to trust that your ideas have value. Many around you may not see things the way you do. But this is not a sign of error. It is a sign of vision. God gave you creativity to build the new, not to copy the old. Caleb was like that. He saw a promised land where others saw giants. His faith was creative, bold. If your letter is C, do not be afraid to dream big. You did not come to repeat formulas. You came to create new pathways. D. Builder. Those who carry D as the first letter of their name have something very special. Consistency. You are steadfast, reliable, someone who builds with patience. While others give up, you remain. You do not like shortcuts. You prefer to do things right with a solid foundation. Sometimes the world seems too fast for your pace. But do not be fooled. What you build lasts. Your mission is not to rush, it is to sustain. You may even fall, but you always get back up and you come back stronger. David, before being king, was a shepherd. And even while facing giants, betrayals, and crises, he did not stop trusting. If your letter is D, God is calling you to be a builder of stories that withstand the test of time. E. Communicator. If your name starts with E, you likely have a power in speech that you do not always realize. When you speak, people pay attention. You inspire, console, and convince. Your voice has something that touches. But with this gift comes responsibility. Your words can heal, but they can also hurt. Therefore, it is important to use them with awareness. When your speech is aligned with the truth, it becomes a channel for transformation. Esther is a powerful example. She could have remained silent, but she chose to take a stand. And because of that, an entire people was saved. If your letter is either, perhaps God is calling you to speak at the right time with wisdom and courage. F. Protector. If the first letter of your name is F, your spirit has a clear mission to protect. You are the kind of person who cares for everyone around you. Even when you are tired, you still find the strength to help. There is something in you that brings safety. People feel that they can count on you even without asking. This care, however, sometimes comes at a cost. You give so much of yourself that you forget to take care of yourself. You put others first and silence yourself to avoid conflict. But God also wants you to protect yourself. Philip in the New Testament was someone who served with faith and obedience. He did not seek the spotlight, but he was used powerfully. If your letter is F, your mission is to serve with love, but without forgetting yourself. G. Wise. The letter G carries with it the energy of inner search. Those born with this letter have a natural desire to understand the meaning of things. You like to reflect, study, and observe. You are not satisfied with superficial answers. You thirst for wisdom, but not for the vanity of knowledge. Instead, you for the necessity of understanding the truth. Many times you feel disconnected in shallow environments while others are busy with the present. You think about the future. Gideon was like that, an ordinary man who had doubts, who felt small. But God saw him as a warrior and called him to free his people. If your letter is G, perhaps your wisdom lies precisely in recognizing your limitations and despite that, saying yes to the mission. H. Warrior. The letter H carries resilience. You have faced many things in life. Some pains have marked you, while others have forged you. But here you are still standing. Your strength is not loud. It is silent, but firm. You are a warrior inside. Those with H as their initial often carry struggles from an early age. But these battles are not punishment. They are preparation. You learn from the falls, grow from the deserts, and become stronger with what you have already overcome. Your story is not ordinary, because your mission is not either. Hananiah, known for being thrown into the furnace and coming out unscathed, is a perfect example of resilient faith. He did not deny his truth even in the face of death. If your letter is H, you have been called to stand firm. Not out of stubbornness, but out of faithfulness. I. Visionary. Those with I as the first letter carry the vision of the future. Your mind is open, creative, and sensitive. You perceive what others have not even thought of yet. You have ideas that seem ahead of their time and an intuition that guides you with precision. This sensitivity is a gift, but also a challenge, because not everyone around you always shares your vision. Many times you feel lonely for seeing what others do not yet see. But that is the mark of the visionary, to keep the faith even when no one else believes. Yet Isaiah, a prophet from the Old Testament, was someone who saw beyond. He spoke of future times, bringing harsh yet true messages. If your letter is I, you have been chosen to be that bridge between the present and what is yet to come. J. Illuminated. The letter J represents light. Those born with this letter have an energy that stands out. Sometimes you may not even talk much, but your presence changes the environment. There is something in you that attracts, inspires, and even disturbs, because light always reveals what is hidden, and that is not always comfortable for others. You may have felt looks that you did not understand. You may have provoked reactions without even trying. It's because your light speaks before your voice. And those who are not ready for the truth try to distance themselves. But that is not your problem. It is a sign that your energy is real. Jesus, the greatest name starting with J, was that. Thanks for watching.